Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Silvia Memoir. This is Silvia from Spill the Tarot, and this is a pick a card reading which will be focused on the question what is happening in my life that I need to know for this month. I do the pick a card every month, sometimes even twice. This is like a general reading for all zodiac star sign, and so you will have three group of cards to choose from. So choose with your intuition the messages that are meant for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here, and if you are returning, thank you very much for returning. Thank you very much for the support. Please like and subscribe. This help genuine readers like me to be known, for the channel to grow, and also for people to find the videos. I really appreciate your support. Thank you guys. Also, if you are interested in my Instagram page, where I usually post my personal spiritual blog with my own readings, my dreams, and other stuff. So if you are curious, you can check my Instagram page as well. But now let's crack on, guys, and see what message we will get for this pick a card. If you are interested in any of the decks that I'm using for this pick a card, you can find usually the flip through on my channel as well. Remember, it's a general reading, so maybe the message might not resonate completely, or maybe they might not make sense because they haven't happened yet. So bear that in mind. You will also see the timestamps on the video if you don't want to wait for me to shuffle. Okay guys, these are the pile of cards, so group 1, 2 and 3. I will see you in a minute. Okay guys, so this is the pile of cards for group number 1, whoever chose this group. So let's have a look, let's explore the messages together. Let's see what unfolds this month, what's happening in your life. Let's see the messages. Okay, the first card, we go the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over, no second chance, grow and transform your life. Okay, so this is a very strong message for this group. So it looks like for this group there was a relationship problem. This relationship seems to be over and there are no second chances. Now in this case, this would be, for some of you, would be a romantic relationship, but actually it could also be a friendship. So yeah, this could be you feeling like this, or the person that you will be dealing with. And basically the message is, don't worry about the finish of this connection. Focus on your growth and transformation. It is very hurtful when you care about someone, or maybe you had a connection for a long time, when you finish, when there is no chance to repair. But this is life, guys. It hurts, but sometimes it happens. This could be happening to you, or you could be deciding to stop a connection yourself. So let's see what other messages we get related to this. Let's see the second card. The way I have treated you was wrong. Okay, so I can see there is some sort of someone is feeling regretful of the way things unfolded, that you were being treated not right. And perhaps this could be the reason why there are no second chances for this connection at the moment. Anyway, I mean, things, they're not set in stone. It can also change depending on how we behave. But at least this is an interesting message, because at least it seems that this person is aware of the pain or the disappointment they can have caused, which is nice to see. Okay, let's see what we get from the tarot cards regarding this situation. So we got the Lovers. So yeah, definitely the inclination of this reading is more romantic, but as I said, it can also be a friendship type of connection. We got the Nine of Swords. And then we got the Four of Wands. Very interesting card. So it's a heavy energy, but I can see straight away that in here is very clear what happened. So it looks like with the Lovers, there was an intense connection, which could have been romantic or a friendship, and it was a beautiful union. It was a beautiful connection. There was a lot of trust, there was a lot of feelings. It was very harmonic, and the feeling, the trust, you know, it was beautiful. And if this was a romantic connection, there was also a lot of passion and physical attraction. So this was just, it looks like something was ruined in this beautiful connection that could have lasted over time. And this was in the past, and then something happened, and in the present time we have the Knight of Swords. So it shows that something has broken this connection, and so there is someone that is having nightmares, feeling very sad regarding what happened. This is a person that we can see that is suffering, that is reminiscing what happened, and feeling very negative about the fact that the connection was damaged. It's definitely somebody who has a lot of regrets, still very affected by what happened before. And yeah, it brings difficulties. Move on. This is someone who is really in their thoughts and really thinking about this a lot. It's really affecting them. This could be yourself, because it's hard to accept, even if it doesn't matter who initiated the end of a connection. Everybody suffers usually, especially if it was a strong connection. So this could be yourself feeling like this now, or this could be the person that we are dealing with in this reading. And then I can see that, you know, things will improve in the near future, you know, after a period of sadness, a period of feeling lost, having regrets, and nightmares about what happened. I can see that with the Four of Wands that there will be things improving. So there could be two scenarios here. I feel like for some of you, you will come out of this Nine of Swords type of energy, and you will start to enjoy life again and focus on family and friends and interacting with new people, celebrating, doing things, go to parties, go to meeting people, and just move on with your life. And then for a percentage of you guys, I can see that this could also perhaps indicate that maybe after some time pass, some of you could reconnect with this person, and maybe there is a window of possibility for things to improve and the connection to be revived. So yeah, this definitely anticipate coming up a period of harmony and peace. So maybe there could be for some of you this could be resolved, and maybe the connection could be revived. Otherwise, this could anticipate focusing on your life with family and friends, meeting new people, attending events, and maybe meet someone else that can make you happy, or build some new connection elsewhere. I would like to clarify why we got the Nine of Swords, guys. So I'm just gonna pull an extra card. Can we please clarify why we have the Nine of Swords in these readings? Why do we have regrets and nightmares? What happened exactly? Can you give us an insight? Why do we have the Nine of Swords? Please give us more information. Okay, so we got the World. So I feel like because some of you have realized that this feeling, this betrayal could not be sorted out, and it was time to move on and close this toxic connection, and just move on from this connection and end the cycle and start afresh. So this is what I see for some of you guys. I feel like with this card, it shows the clarified the Nine of Swords. Obviously, the Nine of Swords has brought to have a lot of reflection on the situation with the pain, with the hurt, and has brought to the completion. Sometimes we realize that things are not meant to last long term, and you acknowledge that it has been a good journey, and it has brought you lots of lessons. And sometimes, guys, it's just a matter that, you know, we gotta let it go. It's not part of our future. It doesn't serve us for whatever reason, and it just become a memory, which is full of positive and also some negatives. So yeah. We go Aries energy, we have Gemini, Gemini is coming strong. We got it twice here. Okay, so now let's have a look of advice that we get from the oracle cards. So I have chosen 2 oracle cards, so let's start with the first one. So I'm just gonna move the cards a little bit like that. Let's see. So the first oracle card we have is Cat Spirit, Claim Your Independence. Beautiful card. Number 13. So claim your independence. Probably it is an encouragement to move on from the energy and find balance and peace again. So let's have a look at the extended message from this card, from the booklet. So we have number 13. So oracle message: when Cat Spirit comes, she's calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all your relationship now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value you bring, the world will mirror this back at you. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, sorry guys, I'm not sure about this word, live and let live, and practice taking risk as you wander into new territory. Cat Spirit rejoices, is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roar free. There is also a protection message. I want to read this as well. This might be the time you are facing some unpredictable situation. You are hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because of fear that you cannot trust yourself. But the Cat Spirit is saying, go for it, because you will land on your feet. Okay, so this is a very interesting message, guys, with this reading, because I can see, obviously, the message is encouraging you not to worry, not to feel negative about losing this connection that maybe was not good for you anyway. And that's why if you do that, you will, you know, the problem is sometimes in relationship, people don't serve us. And people make us feel bad, they attack our self-worth, they damage our dignity. And so in that case, it's important to be able to react and do the right thing. Sometimes the right thing is to cut these connections from our life. So when you do, that's when you can embrace new energy, that's when you can find happiness again. Because sometimes if we don't do that, we remain in this kind of energy and we don't close the cycle. that this is what you should be doing with this reading. So I feel for some of you the message is basically don't be afraid to move on from a connection that maybe is attacking your self-worth. Now, of course, I don't know exactly what happened with this connection, but what we know is that obviously someone haven't been treated fairly, and the best thing to do is to just move on from the connection. And I just feel like for some of you, like I said before, it doesn't have to, it's either gonna be a completely cutting out this connection, or for some of you some time is needed to find yourself again before we can actually think or revive this connection. Sometimes even when we think about friendship, they might finish for a few years or some time, and then you might reconnect with that person where you are at a different stage of your life, or you might be different yourself. And it is possible, it's definitely possible, guys. But the focus here should be on yourself, your well-being, and your happiness. So let's see what card we get from the second advice message for this reading. So we go Life of the Party, and it's number 39. So let's see exactly what is the extended message for this card, Life of the Party, number 39, which make me think about this, because this is about celebrating with family, friends, go to invitation, go to parties, go to events, and basically find your peace and your happiness again. Can also be relocation with this one, with some of you. Maybe move not just from a connection, but also physically, maybe from a location or something like that. So here we are, fashionably late and all. Everything about you is bright, full of light and laughter. Shine, baby, shine, and spread the sparkle all over the place. You are the belle of the ball, the man of the hour, the life of the party. On your light, it is sometimes like a beacon in the dark to those who really need it. You are a true ray of sunshine that is much needed in this world. I'm so glad that you are here. So this is a lovely message. It's basically encouraging you that after this moment passed, you will definitely find the joy of reconnecting with other people and making plans for yourself and enjoy your life, basically. Definitely you will come out of this energy of suffering and having nightmares. And who knows, maybe it's not you, maybe you are the one who basically decide to move on from this connection because they didn't treat you right, because this connection doesn't serve you anymore, and this is actually the other person feeling like that. But it's a very beautiful, positive reading overall. So I'm very pleased with you guys. And whoever chose this reading, I hope it resonates with you and it will be helpful. This is all now for the reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And I will see you soon on my channel with another video. Bye-bye. Hello, guys. This is group number 2. So let's see what are the messages that you need to know for this month for this group. So let's start with the first card. The overall energy for this reading is ascending, transcending obstacle, leading expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Okay, so some of you are going through some sort of transformation, a new phase in life, but also overcoming, I think, some obstacles that are happening in your life, which is a beautiful thing to see. Also, for some of you, this could signify also preparing for a union. So maybe some of you are making plans to, I don't know, maybe get married or moving in with someone, taking the things to the next level, or maybe plan something with someone. But it's a beautiful energy, especially when it comes to overcome obstacle and having a new phase in life. Okay, let's see what else we get. Let's see what the next card. Okay, let go of you. Okay, so someone doesn't want to let go of you, guys. They are really attached to you. So this could mean this person is willing to overcome the obstacles, or maybe you are moving on to a new phase of your life and this person doesn't want to let you go. So it could be other way, depending. Some of you guys will have either messages. Okay, let's see what we get with the tarot card. Let's move on. So tarot card, we got the Two of Swords, the Seven of Swords, oh, lots of swords here, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so these are very hard messages, very hard messages for this group. So first of all, we can see there is lots to do with communication here and being in your head a lot. So in the past, I can see that you were at a crossroad and you have to make a very difficult choice in this situation. Maybe it was difficult because this person didn't want to let you go, but you were torn between taking two different way in your life. It could be maybe leaving somebody behind to completely change your life for something new. And I feel the reason for this was because there were some deception and some trickery in this connection that you are channeling today. There was someone who was more focused on their agenda, on their needs, and so there were some lies, some deception that happened in this connection, which wasn't obvious. I think you might find out. You had found out some trickery, some deception, and then it took you to, as a consequence, you decided that now what shall I do? I have to make a decision, which way am I gonna go? And I think the person that cannot let you go is the person that has lied to you or made some sort of deception. So yeah, this is difficult. And then in the near future, we have a very positive card because we have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is about having a lot of abundance and create, plan work for your health, your life. So this is a very nice card. Is you can see she's focused on herself, she's making plans, she's working hard for abundance, financial independence, or whatever is important. So I feel like in the end, if you choose yourself, if you choose wisely, it will lead for you to be able to be in this energy of the Eight of Pentacles and build for yourself long term. Yeah, I feel this. You will be focusing a lot on working on yourself and your life. So this is an interesting card, the Seven of Swords. We got Libra energy, Aquarius energy in this reading, and Virgo. It feels not like a major lie. I feel like somebody could be spying also on you. Maybe somebody is spying on you because they know you are about to make a decision that is related to them as well in the future of this connection. So I feel like this could be also someone spying on you. So let's say to clarify the Seven of Swords, because I want to understand a bit more. Can you please clarify the Seven of Swords in the present position? Why do we have the Seven of Swords in this energy reading? Why do we have the Seven of Swords, please? What is going on with the Seven of Swords? The Devil, guys. Okay. So, yeah, that's a big clarification. So the card is clarified by the Devil. So the Devil is about unhealthy attachment, codependency. It could be dealing with someone that is very charming, someone that like to have control over the other person, but overall it makes the connection unhealthy. There is definitely a lot of passion, but also a lot of negativity. And maybe that's why we got the trickery or the spying or the deception, because I feel the Devil is someone who is charming you to try to trick you into maybe being this connection, or maybe stopping you from moving forward in you know, in making a deception, maybe saying things that are not true, playing with your emotion. But yeah, this is why we have trickery here, spying and deception, is because there is a devil, the Devil energy. This is Capricorn as well, from the zodiac sign, so we go Capricorn again. So yeah, the Devil energy is very charming, you know, can be very passionate, very tempting, but it's not a healthy energy, because it, as I said, implies codependency, negative pattern, a connection that is not healthy, that is a little bit toxic. And it could be all sorts of things in this connection that could be toxic and negative. So this is why we got the Seven of Swords. I feel this person was trying to be deceptive, to try to keep you maybe with them, because they can't let you go, but it's not healthy for you. And you are torn, because obviously it's very inviting, you know, the Devil can be very inviting with his energy, but you know it's not good for you, but you might find it difficult to move on from it. But in the near future, it looks like that if you take the decision to free yourself from this energy, you take the right decision, it will lead on, you know, more abundance to you, working on yourself. Sorry. And be worked for making long-term plans which are more healthy for you. Now let's have a look at the advice cards, what we get from the oracle. Okay, the first card that we have is Well Spirit. Trust the great mystery. It's a beautiful card. So number 65. Now let's have a look in more details what this card entails. Number 65. This is a beautiful oracle deck. Okay, number 65. Okay, the oracle message is: Well Spirit is an ancient creature who has here at the beginning of time, who has seen everything, felt everything, and heard everything that has ever transpired on this planet. In the hidden realms, where all things must gather first before manifesting into form, Well Spirit is the keeper, singing the soul of the whole world from the deepest waters of the coldest sea. When the world spirit appears, it is a reminder that there is a greater mystery that you must accept without intellectually trying to understand it. Some things cannot be known by the mind. All experiences through the heart, through intuition, and through the peripheral sense. That part, that invisible veil separating the visible world from the unconscious. Now it is time for you to immerse yourself with the great mystery of spirit and trust that within the invisible, what you can't see now are the seed that your intention being tended by the angel. Sorry guys if my reading is very bad. So this is a very interesting card because I feel like this is a message that is communicating two types of messages here. One is that sometimes we cannot see things, but we feel them. And what I mean, so this takes me back again from the spying, the deception, or maybe some lies. You see here the lady, she's on a crossroad and she is blind with her eyes. So sometimes we don't have facts, and we might don't know, might be aware of some lies of something that is happening in our life, but we can still sense it because our intuition is telling us, even if we don't know exactly what's going on, we can sense something is wrong. So this is one of the messages coming out from this card. And another message is that trust, when we take decision, trust that we are guided with the best intention, and we're planting the seed for our life, for things to grow, and to move forward. So I feel like this is to do with the Eight of Pentacles. If we are able to move on from this type of energy and connection, they are not healthy for us, then we give ourselves a chance to grow and also to improve things in our life. So this is the type of message that I think the spirit guides are trying to convey with the people that have chosen this reading, which is very interesting. And then the protection message for this card is: certainty is not offered to you right now. You are being asked to trust the process of co-creation. World Spirit reminds you that your primary reality is not that of the material world, but the realm of spirit, from which the essence of your dreams and desire takes shape before arriving to a specific form. You must trust absolutely that you will come, that what was meant to you basically will come with the highest good. Stay in your present moment, awareness, and allow the hidden realms to hold your intention safely until it is time for them to manifest. So this is another interesting message for this card, because he asks us basically to trust the process. Sometimes we can't see things clearly, but if we trust our intuition and we let go of negative things that are negative connection, negative situation, then we will definitely reach a better situation in our life that serve us better, just in the process. So this is a very clue message for me, guys, for this reading. And now let's have a look what is the second card message for this reading from this other oracle. So we have Midas Touch, number 11. So this is the card. So let's have a look on the booklet to understand exactly what message we have for this oracle card. Number 11. You have the golden touch. You have worked hard, or perhaps just inherited an amazing skill to touch all that you desire, and it turns into gold and shiny. No string attached? Does it feel rewarding, or do you come to just expect a little morsel of gold to form the beck and call? Let's take a moment to think about instant gratification without gratitude. It is important to know your blessings and take a moment to give thanks for them. If you have more than enough, maybe consider donating monthly to your favorite cause. Sprinkle the gold all over the glitter and let others have a blessing to give thanks for. Remember the old expression, share the wealth. This is a great time to practice an age-old saying, it will bring you great joy, I promise. Okay, so this is a very interesting also message, because it's basically talking about practicing gratitude and share your wealth, your blessing with others. I feel like when we are grateful for what we have and what we can do, we share it with others, more positive comes into our life. So this is, I think, the final message for this reading. Get rid of toxicity or any unhealthy attachment into your life that hold you back. They don't bring anything positive into your life. And free yourself to allow you to actually work for a better life, to bring more abundance in your life so that you will be happier, and also connect with other people that are more into your mindset, and be grateful for this, and share your wealth with these people, your positive energy with these people, so that more of these people come back to you. So this is a very interesting reading. I hope that I have explained myself well. And apology for the reading, guys. I'm really bad when I'm reading, I know. But I hope you have understood the reading and it was useful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on my channel soon with another reading. Bye-bye. Hello guys, welcome back. Now this is reading for group number 2. So let's have a look at what messages we got for this month for this group. So let's see the first card with the overall messages, overall energy for this reading. We got a love call. Someone expressed love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay, this is lovely. So this is more inclined to a romantic kind of reading. But remember, I always say this could be also friendship. So I think for some of you, someone will express their love that you might or you might not. Or you might be waiting for this person to express some sort of love towards you that hasn't come yet. Maybe someone that you haven't been in contact for a while as well. It could be. But yeah, you will receive a message of love. Someone wants to connect with you. Someone wants to share that they actually care about you, and they're thinking of you, and they want you to know. But let's see what else we get with this reading. Let's see the next card. So, drugs and alcohol. This is a difficult card. So, the person that you're connecting to most probably is someone that has to do with drugs and alcohol, unfortunately. And of course, this is very difficult because, you know, addiction are very change people, and I don't want to go into too deep into this, but of course, I think that nobody asked to be into drug and alcohol. I think most people don't want to get into this stuff to ruin their life, but sometimes it happens, and can be difficult. But I think drugs and alcohol definitely change people, change their personality, change their mindset, because all their mind will be focused on the drug or the alcohol or what it is. But I like to remember also that these people are people and they have feelings. And even if someone has difficulty with drugs and alcohol, that doesn't mean that they don't care about others, or they cannot feel love for others. The problem is that when you are addicted to a drug or alcohol, it takes over completely yourself, and so it change the way you are with people, and it change yourself a lot. So this could be the reason why someone might have difficulty in expressing their feelings. But let's see more. Let's see if we understand more about this message. Let's see what tarot card we get. So the first card is the Five of Swords. The second card is the Sun. and the Ten of Cups. So we got very beautiful card, very positive card here. So it seems to me that in the recent past there were some conflict that happened in this connection, and I assume that the drugs and alcohol has something to do with it. You know, maybe yourself, or most probably the person that you're connecting with has some sort of problem with alcohol and drugs. I mean, it doesn't have to be a completely dependency of it. It could be just affecting the connection. I mean, not everybody are alcoholic, for example, but they could have a problem where they may be drinking too much, you know, and so on. So there was a conflict in the past. We can see we have Aquarius energy here. And yeah, I assume that this was to do with maybe somebody drinking too much, or maybe somebody doing drugs. It doesn't have to be dramatic, you know, it could be also light drugs, like, I don't know, weed or something like that. And so there has been a lot of arguments, and I feel like what is coming to me is that the main argument was a conflict related to this, in the sense that perhaps your opinion or this person's opinion how to deal with the situation was completely wrong. Like, you thought something about it, you know, maybe one of you was like, I think you should stop drinking, or I think you should stop doing drugs, and blah blah blah, is not good for you, and the other person was actually defending their lifestyle. Maybe they said, oh, it's up to me, I'm not an alcoholic, I just like to drink a lot, or it's something I enjoy doing. And so basically there was a contrast of opinion, where instead of finding a resolution, each one of you was trying to have the last word, basically. And this has end up in a, for some of you, maybe a broke up, and no resolution, basically. So I think this is what happened. There was no resolution after a conflict, or a alignment with the confrontation. Yeah, one person is saying one thing, one person think differently, and everybody, both of you, wants to be right, basically. But this doesn't help, because when people argue because they want to be right, they don't find a resolution, and they don't hear the other person. But I can see this person has been in the mind a lot. I think this will be more the other person that you're dealing with. They are in their thoughts a lot. They're not happy about the confrontation or the argument, and they want to express that they still care about you, despite the differences in opinion how to deal with the situation. So this would have caused the connection, maybe walking out of the connection, or regretting some harsh words that could have been said during the conflict or the argument. But we got very positive cards, so I feel like in this case things can be sorted out, because, like I said, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that the person in the question is an alcoholic or an addict. Maybe it's just someone who likes to drink a lot, or maybe doing occasional drugs. Not that I excuse it, but, you know, it can make a little different. But there is hope for it, basically. There can be hope for it. I feel like in the present we got the Sun. So I think for some of you there will be some sort of resolution in this connection that will bring a lot of happiness. So after an argument or a fallout, because you have different opinion on the topic and how to each of you live their life, there will be a confession of love that this person still miss you and they care about you, and it will bring to the sun, which is about bringing a lot of joy and happiness. And also the sun come out after a period where you had conflict and problem, and hopefully they will resolve, taking you to the sun energy. So this is a very positive card to have. So basically I feel like there is gonna be two different scenarios here for the people that have chosen this group. For some of you, you will move on from the situation even if this person is still caring about you, because you couldn't agree on these different of opinions, and things will get better. You will move on with your life and probably meet someone new that will make you feel better and maybe give you what you want, maybe more aligned with the way that you think. And instead, for some of you, I feel like you will talk with this person and find a resolution after this conflict that happened before. You will come to a place where you guys can actually find peace and joy and basically work things out. So this will be different message for people who have chosen this reading. And in the near future, I can see either way you will reach the 10 of Cups, and this is about having harmony, a union that is fulfilling for both people. And you know, for some of you could be also starting a family, making some important decision that bring you together. So yeah, for some of you, maybe this person will be like, okay, I understand your point of view, I will try I don't know, maybe to drink less or not taking any drugs, and it will lead to the 10 of Cups. Instead of some of you, you will decide to maybe meet somebody new that will bring you the type of relationship and connection that you want, which is not this. So interesting. Let's clarify the Five of Swords. Let's see, why do we have the Five of Swords in the past? Just to clarify better what happened. Can you tell me, clarify the Five of Swords, please, in this reading from the past? Oh, we got the Knight of Swords. So we got Gemini energy. So I feel like this clarify the conflict and the tendency of wanting to have the last word. They wanted to win an argument no matter what. I feel like you were dealing with someone that was very, very impulsive with their decision. So it was very impulsive to dismiss maybe during the conflict on the discussion that you guys have regarding this situation. This person was very impulsive, and so this is why there was no resolution for this conflict that has happened. Yeah, somebody that, you know, rush into conclusion, impulsive, maybe they didn't want to listen to what you had to say, and so has created more conflict instead of a resolution. That this would be someone that is have problems in dealing with emotion, expressing their emotion, a bit rigid, and definitely impulsive. So, I don't like what you're saying to me, so I'm just gonna run away. That's what I feel with this card. And you were like, okay, whatever happens, I'm gonna be okay. Okay, guys, now let's have a look. I'm gonna move the cards a little bit. Let's have a look at what kind of advice and messages we get from the oracle for this reading. So we have Chameleon Spirit, act as if. number 14. So now let's have a look more in the booklet to understand better this card. Number 14. Camelot Spirit share her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing and you are required to come into harmony with them so you can co-create a greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Good, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people in it, while at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. Even if you feel like you are in an uncharted territory, Camelot Spirit has complete faith in you, in your ability to fit and learn, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do, until the new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself, it's about learning how to dance with others. So this is an interesting message, guys. Before I feel for some of you, the card is asking you to adapt about the fact that other people might be different of you. So I feel like if the problem with alcohol or drugs were very minimal, like maybe this person sometimes drink too much, or maybe this person any now and then does some weed, then I feel like you can find an understanding that, you know, maybe this person say, you know, but I do it sometimes, it's not a big deal, I'm perfectly fine. So the card is asking you to basically maybe adapt to the fact that, you know, you can still remain in your opinion, but you can learn how this person might be different of you. Of course, guys, this is only if we're talking about an occasional thing. You know, if the person is addicted to, is a alcoholic or an addict to drugs, is a completely different thing. Yeah. Yeah, and also this card is interesting because, as I said, is basically asking you to adapt to changes of the environment. So very, very interesting. Let's see what is the protection message for this card as well. Being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. Could it be you are feeling stressed because you are tuned into challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Camelot Spirit does not want you to adapt to this condition by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feeling will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who might be having a pity party. You can be shallowed up trying to manage it all. It is time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now, this is a very spot-on message, guys, for this reading, because the protection message is saying that, you know, you can have empathy for others, especially others that might be weak or having some problem, in this case, maybe a little problem with alcohol or drugs. What the card is saying to you is that you don't have to take on board the heavy emotion, the heavy burden of other people. Yes, you can be empathetic, but at the same time you need to look after yourself and practice self-care. It is not your job to take on board you know, the heavy emotion, the heavy burden of somebody else. So this is the important message of this reading, because they can drag you down, you see. So I feel like this is a very interesting card for this reading, because it's conveying two different messages. One is that it's not your job to take on board all the emotion of somebody else, and you have to look after yourself as well. It's not your, you know, even if you are empathetic. And then at the same time, remember that, you know, we have to understand that people are different than us. You are asked basically to adapt to different type of person, way of thinking or something like that. So basically, guys, here that you have to use your own judgment, your own common sense, because we go here a couple of scenarios. We don't know. You need to use your common sense depending, you know, your situation specifically, how bad it is, you know. So if we're talking about someone that has the occasional drinking too much when they go out, is a different story than being completely alcoholic. So you have to make your own judgment how to deal with this very delicate situation. So interesting. Now let's see what is the second card advice from this oracle. So too many hats, number 36. Let's see what is the message coming from this other oracle. I love me a good hat and look at you. Wow, you sure look good in hat. You know, fault, this doesn't mean you have to wear all of the hats at the same time. We know that so much is expected of us, sometimes to be all things to all people. We are given so much responsibility in so many aspects of our life that we are suffering from horrendous hat hair. And also it will lead you to spreading yourself too thin and being burned out. We are asking you today to recognize that you are bogged down with too many hats and hang some, or even one, in the hat rack. Run your fingers through your hair and feel the weight lifted. So this is a very spot on message again for this reading. So it basically says, it's not your responsibility. Sometimes we take too much responsibility for other people's action or other people's feelings. And it's basically telling you to remove some of this weight so that you can feel lifted and, you know, burn out by other people's problems, other people's emotion, other people, you know, everything basically. So very good advice for this reading. So I feel this was a bit specific for some of you that have picked this reading. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I hope this reading was useful, and I will see you on my channel very soon with another reading. Bye bye.